Hello, and thank you for participating in the Nox T3 overnight sleep study. You have received the Nox medical kit along with a Nonin rest sense box. First, I will show you the components of these. In the Nox medical kit, what you will find is an instructional manual that you can also use to put the monitor onto your child, a nasal cannula, the actual Nox T3 monitor with an abdomen cable already attached, the Nonin wrist oximeter with the finger probe, these Nox filter tube connectors, as well as these RIP belts, which come in sets of 2. You will also find 2 batteries that you will put into the Nonin wrist oximeter. I will show you how to do that after. In the Nonin rest sense box, what you will find is a Nonin rest sense monitor. Take the middle portion of the box out, and we will find a plug that you will use to plug the sense monitor to a power outlet, as well as a bag that contains an adapter plus a dongle, which you will connect to the rest sense monitor. Now I'll show you how to actually put the Nox T3 monitor onto your child. So the first thing you're going to do is take the Nox T3 monitor, then take one of the RIP belts, snap one end onto the back of the Nox T3 monitor like that. Then you can attach it to your child's pajamas using these clips. Then take this belt, wrap it around your child's chest, snap the other end onto the back of the Nox T3 monitor. So it should sit on your child's chest like this. Then you take the abdomen belt, you can wrap it up so that it sits on your child's abdomen, and then take the second RIP belt, snap it onto the back, then wrap it around your child's abdomen and snap the other end onto the back again. So the Nox T3 device should sit on your child like this. Now what you can do is get the wrist oximeter connected. So in order to insert the batteries, you'll see in the back these arrows, so just slide gently along the direction of the arrow. Then insert the batteries like this. Put this back, snap it back in, and then you can put the oximeter around your child's wrist like this. So that it sits snugly on their wrist. You'll then take the finger probe such that this side is facing up and put it onto your child's finger. You'll see that the Nonin wrist oximeter is on. You'll see these signals, so it will show this number as well as the heart rate. Next, what you will do is take the nasal cannula out of its package. And you'll see, unravel it. You'll see one portion that you actually put into your child's nose. And there are 2 ends of the cannula. And I'll show you where each end goes. So first what you can do is gently insert this portion once you get it unraveled into your child's nose like this. Wrap it around their ears and then take this part so that you can tighten it so that it fits your child's face. Now you will see there are two ends of the nasal cannula. One end has a rounded filter. At this point you can take the filter tube connectors, take one out of the bag, and then you just insert it into this end like this. Then you take this portion and insert it into the part of the Nox T3 monitor that says press. Just on the side and just push it in. Then you take this end, be sure to remove this little white tube, which is just called a little filter tube connector as well. Just take that off and you're going to insert it into the RespSense monitor like this. So just twist it on. This part might come off when you're doing that, but it's okay, you can just push it back in. Now you can actually plug in the RespSense monitor. So the first thing you're going to do before you insert this adapter and dongle, you have to actually plug in the RespSense monitor. So take this end, just insert it like this into the RespSense monitor, and then plug it into an outlet like that. Then you take the adapter and dongle and plug it into this end of the monitor like this. So you push it in and use these to twist. Keep twisting until they are tight. Then you press this power button to turn on the monitor. It takes about a minute or two to start up. You will hear it start recording and you will see the numbers show up as well. So it'll measure the end tidal CO2 as well as the respiratory rate. When it starts recording, the numbers will go beyond 0. So here you see 27 and then you see 3 for the respiratory rate. Now in order to actually start the recording on the device, first we want to make sure everything is connected. So to turn on the Nox T3 monitor, you press this middle button with the square and hold it down for a couple of seconds, and then you'll see this sign coming up. Before you begin recording, you can use the arrows to make sure that you're getting the signal from the RIP belts, as well as the wrist oximeter and the RespSense monitor. So you press this arrow button. So the first thing is you'll see a signal coming from these RIP belts. Then you press the arrow again and it will show whether you're getting the signal from the wrist oximeter. So initially it will say SpO2 and here it says probe not on finger. So make sure that it actually sits in the finger, and now you'll see that it shows SpO2, the percentage, as well as the heart rate. Then you press this arrow button again and it will show that it is connected to the RespSense monitor. So you'll see the EtCO2 number as well as the respiratory rate number, and they will match the numbers on the RespSense monitor. You are now ready to begin recording. So press the arrow buttons until it gets back to this screen, and then in order to start recording, hold down this middle button for a few seconds until you see that it begins recording. Your child is now ready to sleep and they will be monitored for their overnight sleep. Now the next morning when the child wakes up, in order to stop the recording, what you do is press this middle button again, hold down, and it will stop the recording. To get everything off appropriately, the first thing you can do is take off the nasal cannula. So you loosen it up at the bottom, then gently remove the nasal cannula from your child's nose. You unplug it from the Nox T3 cable monitor, then you can unplug it from the ResSense monitor. At this point, you can also turn off the monitor, so you just hold down on the power button. Now this nasal cannula is disposable, so you can actually throw it out now, along with the filter tube connector. You can take off the RIP belts, so just unsnap it from each end. You can take it off your child's clothes, unsnap it on each side. These belts are also disposable, so along with the nasal cannula, you can dispose of this at home. You can take off the Noden monitor. And you can take the battery out as well. So just go back, gently slide that out, take out the batteries. And place that back in. So you get the box that it came in. You can put these filter tube connectors back in, put the batteries back in, and take the wrist oximeter, wrap it up, and just place it back into the box like this. Wrap up the monitor, place that back in like that. Now, in order to actually put the ResSense monitor back in, the first thing that you do before you unplug it is take out the adapter plus dongle. So you remove that first, gently take it out, and you can unplug this. Wrap up the plug like this. Place it to the bottom of the box. Put the adapter and dongle back into the bag that it came in. Put that into the box as well. Take this middle portion of the box and insert it in. Then take the ResSense monitor and put it back in. You have now completed the overnight sleep study. Thank you very much for your participation.